Eric Crawford joining me now. And Eric, I grew up in Buffalo, New York, but Louisville was the team to watch for me. They were just fun. The dunking, the running, the pressing. And everybody knew Denny Crum, and Denny Crum was called Cool Hand Luke. And their teams were cool. And I'm sure growing up around here, you lived that as well.
Absolutely lived it. My mother went to the championship, so the Final Four in Dallas. Didn't get to go. I was at home, but he did from 1980 to 86. And of course, they had great success from the minute he got here, going to the Final Four and all through the 70s. But it was on starting in 1980 when Darrell Griffith and that team won the national championship. For the next 6 years, they were as dominant as any team in any period of college basketball, save for maybe UCLA and its big run. And the thing about them was they were cool too, like you said. I remember hearing Duke's Johnny Dawkins say when those guys came in, we couldn't imagine being as cool as they were. And the great Jim Murray, sports writer, when Griffith went out to get the Wooden Award, said he's not just a player, he's a satellite. That's how people viewed Louisville basketball.
And of course, his legacy goes far beyond his coaching. As we've mentioned, he made Louisville his home, and he was part of the Denny Crum Scholarship Foundation. He was assistant to the president at the university, raising funds for many years, and just one of those people known by his first name around here.
Well, you think of how many people you know in this city who aren't from here but have lived here all their adult lives. You're one of them. Denny is one of those. He's one of you and one of the most famous of you. He came, he stayed, he had a chance to leave early on in his career, multiple chances. He just decided to stay and build something here. Louisville looked at itself differently after that championship in 1980, 1986. The city we are, the modern city we are, owes a great debt to Denny Crum, what he did with Louisville basketball, what they did for the city's image of itself.
And he obviously affected all of his players and coaches. One of those guys we talked to this afternoon, his former assistant and now the longtime and very successful coach at Bellarmine, Scott Davenport.
Think how many people you can say honestly affected your life every day of your life. He did not only mine. How many former players, how many charities, how many fans? Did he ever say no to helping others? And I'm thankful every single day.
Scott said the number one rule he learned from Coach Crum, don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish. Crum had a lot of those things. Don't major in minors was one. You think of how many people have memories of Denny Crum and how many of those memories are personal. They've met him, they knew him, they saw him multiple times in person, not just on television in the city. He touched a lot of people in a personal way.
Yeah, an amazing legacy. Eric, thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, guys. And U of L's current basketball coach and one of Crum's former players released this statement about the Hall of Fame coach's death. The photo you see on your screen was from the day Kenny Payne was hired as Louisville's coach, and Crum embraced him getting off the plane. Kenny Payne says, quote, "Today is a sad day for me personally, as well as the basketball world. My thoughts go through all the lessons that he taught, not just to me, but every player he ever came in contact with. Those lessons are still relevant today. We were so blessed to have him in our lives. He was a true treasure who gave so much to the university and the community. We must keep his memory alive. My prayers go out to his family and especially Susan, his wife." Payne goes on to say he is in a better place. Rest in peace, coach. You touched so many. Well done.